Greetings, fellow Insomniacs, and welcome to Insomniac Gaming Theater. I'm your host, the Crazy Player. Greetings, Tenno. In today's episode, we're going to cover the quest Saya's Vigil. Now, you gain access to this quest relatively shortly after beginning the game and doing the Forest Prize quest. However, I personally suggest that you do the War Within quest before you do Saya's Vigil. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One is there's some additional context that you get from having done the rest of the quest line that makes other things in the quest make more sense. Secondly, there's an event that happens after the War Within if you've completed both quests. But if you do Saya's Vigil first and then don't do the War Within until much, much later, which happens to some people, I speak from experience, you may find yourself wondering who these NPCs even are, because you haven't talked to them in 100 hours? Maybe more? In any case, we're still going to go over it. So, here we go. So, bit of a preamble to the quest is you have to go to Cetus, which is a node on Earth.
The sector is under control.
Ignore all of this. Cetus is a node here on Earth. You get a cool cutscene, and then after the cool cutscene, you need to go find Kanzu. It's real easy. He'll have a quest marker over his head, and he will ask you to do a very simple bounty to prove that you are a reliable person, someone he can trust. After that, he will have a prompt that says, a personal favor. You talk to him, you hit that prompt, and you talk to him, and he will say, I need you to go talk to an old friend of mine, and that will lead you to Saya, and Saya will tell you the story of her husband, who is presumed dead, but she thinks isn't. Alas, I don't get all of that dialogue when I hit the replay quest button, as you can clearly see. You can find videos of it online. I'm not going to swipe someone else's content just to get it. So, in any case, she wants it. She's convinced Anko is alive, and she wants us to go looking for him. So, we're going to go looking for him. I will also note that you may notice I am playing not Volt for this. If you are using starting equipment, you can do this quest with starting equipment. I just felt like playing Ember for this quest. I think she'll do pretty well, all things considered. It's just a personal choice.
All right, Tenno. Be careful out here. Grineer numbers increase the further you venture from Cetus. Patching the Ostrons to your signal now.
My uncle is alive. I know it. No one cared more for Cetus, for our people, than he did. He worked with the Quills, the Unum's closest servants, to decipher the secrets of the sentient and the glass warrior who sacrificed herself to destroy it. If you search the camp, I know we'll find some sign of Uncle.
Alright. So, the Quills is a very important organization, and we'll come back to that later. All right. So since they first put this quest in, they have added teleport pads to the. They've added teleport pads to Plains of Eidolon. And that's actually really cool. However, there isn't really a good teleport pad for this, so we're going to fly over there. Oh. This is actually one of my favorite places to do mining, but...
Grenier found some of Uncle's work. Has he been hiding here?
Alright.
Heck, I should have known you'd be behind the Grenier incursions. Else did these outmatched troops turn Eidolon, it might further their career.
And I'd feed it a million more for a chance to wrap my metal claws around your sweet, putrid neck.
Vahek, the chewer of every piece of scenery.
I'm getting strange readings from the cave at my waypoint. Smash that drill and go inside.
I remember that cave. Onko and I used to shelter there. Rockslide sealed it off years ago. I hope he's not.
Uncle? Uncle! He should be here. By the Unum, is that coffer his? It bears Uncle's mark. It must be imported. If it's here and he is not, oh, please, Uncle, no.
Zaya.
Kanum. I won't say a thing to him, Tenno. I'm guessing he didn't tell you he was with my uncle the day he disappeared.
This coffer is strange. I don't understand the locking mechanism. Tenno, return to your orbiter so we can get it open.
Alright, so obviously that was the first mission. That wasn't particularly difficult. Probably spent longer talking about it than I did doing it.
Let's activate your codex system to examine this Ostron container. The lock seems damaged. We'll have to force it open.
No, wait. Oh, Uncle was a genius, Utz. He's protected whatever is inside with the shutter lock. The key, molded from glass, has been broken. Forcing it would only destroy everything inside. We need to rebuild the glass. If he was dying, he would have wanted this found. But he locked it. Uncle is alive.
A new strategy then, Tenno. Sending codex scanners to your inbox. These will be essential in locating the Shatterlock pieces out there on the plains.
Alright. Oh. This is... So I have...
To equip your codex scanner, go to the arsenal, and use the gear interface to add the scanners to your gear wheel.
So, strictly speaking, I don't have any codex scanners because I have infinite synthesis scanners, but you can buy them directly from the menu for 500 credits, which is nothing. That's a rounding error. And you get them in groups of 25. Don't overlook this when you buy codex scanners, because I saw somebody who thought this was for a codex scanner, and therefore put in 25 here and ended up with, well, a lot of codex scanners. I do think it's good, though, that they have a thing on there telling you to go equip codex scanners, because I can only imagine somebody not knowing.
Let me help. I was there. I might be able.
Oh, you are there all right, Konzu. You both went out on the plains that day, but only you returned. You expect me to believe this had nothing to do with what happened in our early summers? When I rejected your iron flower, your proposal?
Iron flower? I can't hear this. You know I had nothing to do with his... I miss him too, Zaya.
Alright, so in case you didn't get the context, because it wasn't entirely clear, they do, what they're basically saying is that before they got married, before she married Anko, Konzu proposed to her and she said no.
Equip the codex scanner and search the area for the glass shards we need.
Alright, so we're looking for the glass shards. Now, if you look through... If you look through your scanner, they actually do give you an indication, but it can be real easy to miss them. So, this is what the glass shards look like. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I don't even remember seeing them my first time playing this quest, because they were so hard to see. They also, if you listen, have a specific sound.
Excellent, Tenno. There should be more in this area.
Nothing like a giant sign telling you,
You found another shard. Keep looking.
and the third shard is right here, and literally within a quick turnaround of where the other one is.
That's it. There's no more shards here.
Spread out! Crawl and I need more glass. It is the key to a power I've never seen. The power to kill. A sentient.
Grenier air support incoming.
So, all of this talk of sentience is part of the reason why I suggest waiting until after the war within. That gives you some context as to what they are.
With the excrement on my
Well, okay. Not that particular quest, but the whole quest line.
We have everything we came for. Get to extraction. What was Vahek talking about back there? What power is he after?
Anko. He found the remains of the Unum's champion, a woman of glass. He studied her, obsessed about her ancient secrets. The Quitters of Cetus swore us to secrecy, and the secret held until the Granier captured one. Can't imagine what they did to get one of them to talk, but Vahek's been after that relic ever since.
Ayo, this Vahek. Could he have taken Uncle prisoner too? Do you think he'd make a trade? This coffer for my uncle? No. That would go against everything Uncle believed in. The sanctity of our people's home, of Cetus. Tenno, you'll need to find the remaining shards.
I've tracked some off-world shipments to a galleon in orbit. Heck may be guarding any key shards he's found up there.
Alright. So we go invade a galleon.
Sector acquired.
Something's wrong. My scans are being blocked. I can't detect any shards.
What does that mean? This galleon is huge. Think.
Anko would have known what to do.
Each fragment responds to a unique harmonic. We discovered that during my initial work on Cetus's transceiver system. It's too bad we can't walk a wideband harmonic through the ship.
Who says we can't? I'll perform a broad frequency sweep.
Saya, that worked. Anko wasn't the only one with a sharp mind. We are elevated by your work and his. Your marriage was a boon to Cetus.
It wasn't always easy. Cetus came first. Always. Things were missed. Special days. Anniversaries. But it was a duty and a privilege.
So, strictly speaking, our job here is to scan stuff. So we don't have to kill anything. Feel free to, though.
But I have a surprise for you, you greasy metal maggot!
Ah, Vahek. No piece of scenery left unchewed.
Surprise, surprise! A gleaming maggot sprung into my ship. Well, let's see you slip out of this one. What?
I mean, not really. So obviously, we did have to kill those guys. But, they're not that hard.
Tenno, we've recovered all of the shards Vahek discovered. Get to extraction.
I got too close to one of the shock traps. Nothing like killing a few X-Mi on the way.
There's only one piece left. Hex digging in the Central Plains. I recall Onko finding a few interesting artifacts in the region of...
That crater lake where we used to fish. That place where Onko's catch got eaten on the line by a...
Oh, that massive hookta. And we had to haul him out. We spent the whole day drying his notebooks. That was a good day. I think I know where we should look. Doha, Doha! While it is dark, the Grenier won't be there.
So, regardless of what time it is on the plains, according to this timer, this mission will always take place at night. And the previous couple of missions will always take place during the day.
I'll never know what happened to him. I don't even want to open that box now. It won't change a thing.
Evacuation flights have been rescinded. You'll stay out here all night, if that's what it takes. Find that piece before an Eidolon finds you! Chronometa. The Eidolons are all that remains of the great sentient destroyed he. At night, its spirit rises at once, a mindless beast trying to rebuild itself. Watch out. See one. Don't fight it. You can only run. I wouldn't blame you if you turned back.
Tenno, take cover. Your Warframe is no match for that thing.
The Warframe may not be a match for this thing, but in time you will find that other things are.
I need to know.
That is unfortunate, but we should try again.
The beast is drawn to the Grenier and won't get to the excavation site. It has to be in there.
So, the Eidolon is immune to all conventional weaponry. There is, however, weaponry that can be used against it. And That's part of the reason why I suggest waiting until after the War Within to do this quest, because you will get some weaponry that allows you to help, or gives you some options when dealing with the Eidolon. That said, best to just run. Even if it probably couldn't kill me.
You have it. Uncle's final piece to the Shatterlock.
There's another way out of that cave, away from the Terrorist.
Tenno, I'm having orders hold you out. Get to the extraction point.
You think it would be that easy? Tusks! My tusks! New orders! Ignore the monster! Stop that Tenno maggot!
Konzo, you should know. You were the best friend he ever had. I'm ready. Open the box.
Sire, you kept my flower.
Oh, Uncle. You always told me I should try following my heart instead of my head. Shola, I guess it's time I did.
So that's the quest. Basically, Anko is telling them that they need to get back together. And from here on, when you see the two of them, or when you go to talk to Kanzu, Saya will be standing next to him. Also, you will get an email after the quest saying that you got the Gara blueprint. In order to get the other pieces, you need to do bounties on Cetus. Now, normally this is where I would end the episode, but I'm going to put in a little bit of bonus. That said, there will be visual spoilers. So, if you're just interested in the quest, then stop the video now, have a good night, and get some rest. But, for those who have completed the War Within, you will get an email telling you to come to the door in Cetus. So we're going to go to the door. The door is real easy to find, despite the fact that the email you'll get is very vague. You fast travel to Kansu.
Heavy hitter like you needs a little snack, yeah?
See him and Saya standing together. And then you follow this path right here. It's marked by these. And then visual spoiler for the War Within in 3, 2, 1.
Observe and contain. You will make the necessary sacrifice, inevitably. Saya, if I could have shown her how catalogs of possible futures fanned out from the moment I could choose, could have chosen to stay. None of them ended well. None save one. This one. The one where I left. Oh, this future ends so well for her. For Konzu, for Cetus. As inviscerating a choice as it was the only one I could live with. Someday, I swear, this will be borne out. Speak of this no more. To be crushed by the singular excruciates. What's done is done. Enough.
So, Onko is alive and well and working for the Quills. When you first come and see him after doing Saya's Vigil and the War Within, he will give you your first amp, which is an item for your operator. And if you don't know what that is, then go do the War Within. In any case, that's going to conclude our presentation of this quest. I hope to see you in the next video, and until then, get some rest. Thank you for joining us at Insomniac Gaming Theater. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and if you're so inclined, check out the Patreon in the link down below.